Hi guys, Exquisite Mystic here. Today I want to talk to you about fraud gurus or predatory spiritual leaders. And this happens a lot within the spiritual community. I feel like a lot of us, we came from oppressive religions that had that rigid structure. So we come to the spiritual community and we go immediately to what's familiar, that structure, having somebody lead us. I feel like it takes away a lot of that responsibility to, having your own soul, your own conscience together. You can go to someone else to lead you and put everything in their hands and let them intercede on your behalf to the powers that be. We're not trying to do these readings for ourselves. We're not trying to do tarot cards for ourselves or do pendulums for yourself, which you do not need these tools to do readings for yourselves. But I understand that they do help someone, especially when you're a beginner. But a lot of this stuff we can do on our own. We can achieve this spiritual growth on our own. But we go to the structure because it's familiar. And a lot of these people that are offering these structured spiritual experiences, a lot of them are predatorial. A lot of these gurus are predatorial. This is why I say do not commit to anything when you're new to the spiritual community. There are so many paths that you can take, and you shouldn't just latch on to the first thing that comes your way. Take some time to get to know the ropes, get to know the people. Sit back and just watch. A lot of people will reveal their true intentions if you just watch them without the rose-colored glasses on. Give them enough rope to hang themselves, and they will. Just go along with it. Before you commit, go along with what they're telling you. Act as if you're agreeing. Not saying lie, but, give the impression that you're agreeing. Some of you are going to lie if you're comfortable with it. I didn't say that, but hey, do what you have to do. Get them comfortable enough to talk to you so that you can see their true intentions. Because a lot of these people, they're not even hiding who or what they are. It's just people come to them with these rose-colored glasses and they overlook things. So I say bring a bit of skepticism with you. Look at things objectively. Do your own research. If you want to get into, let's say, Wicca or shamanism, for example. Okay, before you just join this person's spiritual group who has absolutely no ties to these communities whatsoever, they just came out of nowhere. Before you get into their groups, get some books on these topics. I mean, I prefer books, but there are YouTube channels that are discussing this. You can watch a few videos, but I say try to get a wide variety of sources of information. Don't just stick to books. Go to YouTube, go to books, podcasts. Just try to look up different sources of information. Talk to people who are in the community and talk to people who have left the community. Try to get a lot of different sources of information because these people out here are predatorial. They are trying to pull the wool over your eyes. They are fraud gurus. Now, there are some readers as well that are frauds. And they're not as big of a problem, but for a beginner, you might not know that, hey, a reader that is DMing you and inboxing you and telling you that you need a reading and telling you that you need to get work done, yeah, they're a fraud. Readers don't do that. People go to them. If someone is messaging you within the spiritual community, someone is approaching you, A lot of times they do not have good intentions towards you. These people will approach you for money, basically. They'll tell you you need some work done, and they are scamming you. So, a lot of these people are within the spiritual community. I used to be in a few groups before I left social media platforms myself. And I noticed that some of these group leaders are allowing this to go on, and they are not kicking these people out of the groups. So just be aware, just be careful. If you're new to the community, they will prey on you. They are going to inbox you and tell you you need to get work done, you need to get a reading, and they're going to be charging you these fees, and that's not how readers work. The legit readers will have a set price schedule, and you will have to contact them for a reading. You will book an appointment. A lot of times they use a third-party website to book the appointment. It's very professional. You book your appointment, and it's a set fee that is listed on the website, and they will give you a reading at that set time. Do not get a reading from these people who are soliciting you in your inbox out of nowhere. You don't know where they came from. Just ignore them and preferably block them. They don't have good intentions. They're predatory. They prey on newcomers to the community. I really feel like the first 3 months to a year, maybe even longer, just depending on you and how you process information, you just need to be observing the spiritual community. You just need to be researching and learning things. Before you interact with these people, you need to see exactly what is going on. Some of the group leaders on these social media platforms are predatory themselves. So they're going to lead you astray. They're going to use you for money. You need to be aware of this. And you need to learn the ropes. So just take your time. Don't dive into anything. Don't commit to anything. Because a lot of times you're going to change your mind. Sometimes you do find something that resonates immediately. But a lot of times as you learn and grow, you're going to change your mind. Another thing you need to do is look into these cults. There are several documentaries across just about all the streaming platforms out there. And they are documenting people's experiences within cults. So that is another topic I feel like you should be researching as a newcomer to the spiritual community. Research that. Look at what these people are going through so you can recognize the patterns. A lot of times they're isolating them at first from their friends and family on the outside, and they're getting you to make friends within that cult and consider them as your family. And these are people who have already been brainwashed. They know how to deal with you. They know how to bully you when the cult leader isn't around, so they can get you to do exactly what, that cult leader wants you to do. These people are using you. You are a dollar sign or a power sign for them. These people a lot of times they are using you as a power source to drain your spiritual energy. That is a very real thing. So just be aware. Look at these documentaries on the streaming platforms about cults. There are a lot of them out there. And just familiarize yourself with these tactics that they use to get you under control. You did not leave an oppressive religious structure just to be oppressed within a cult. That is what I'm trying to get across to you. A lot of you left traditional religion because of racism or sexism, and then you're hopping right in these cults that are just as racist or just as sexist, and sometimes even more so than traditional religion, and you guys are okay with that. And it just blows my mind seeing that happen, and I don't know what you're thinking, but I guess it's just the brainwashing. No judgment here, but I'm just saying, newcomers to the spiritual community, before you get wrapped up in anything, before you commit to anything, take a period of time to stop what you're doing, research what's going on, so that you're not getting drawn in by these fraud gurus. That's all I have to say for today. Just be aware, pay attention, and good luck on your spiritual journey. I hope you find everything that you are meant to find. All right. I'm out, guys.